likely to happen when you don't check your tire? I can see a lot of us in these rooms are drivers. We also definitely see that sometimes on the road we can see rubber tires, rubber strapped tires on the road. This prompts us to think as a driver, some of us realize someone's car tire had exploded. Imagine if you are the person that's driving the car with a bolt tire. Your tire exploded while you drive. Isn't it scary? According to the JPD statistics of road accident in Brunei Darussalam, there are about 3,375 cases in 2017. 10% of these cases are involved with tire explosion. As someone who drives for a living, I know we can avoid this problem and be not part of that statistics. Tonight, I'm going to share with you why should we check our tire? Why should we take care of our tire? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests.
Good evening.
The moment when we don't check the tire, we are taking a risk. 3 problems will arise immediately after an accident caused by a tire explosion. Number 1, the inconvenience. In Brunei Darussalam, public transport is not really convenient, we all know that. We rely on cars. We have our cars. The moment when we don't have our cars, we are unable to reach to another destination that we want to go. We are unable to do our responsibilities at our home as well, or even harder, to go to the place we work and to rely on others, which is not something nice that we try, because our independence has been taken away. For example, for Saleh, it could be picking Shahu, Era, and Adil from the core to this meeting. Another example would be for Ruben, it could be his Mr. Brown in the shop because he loves coffee, and without coffee, he might not be able to work properly on his daytime. And number 3, for Human, it could be Ling Ling, where Ling Ling and Human are anchors of our Toastmasters Club. Without them, there's also a gap which I feel we'll be missing when they are not able to come here without a car. Can you see the inconvenience that it can cause when you don't have a car because of tire explosion? That's why we should not neglect. That's number 1. Number 2, the cost of repairing a car because of tire explosion. Now, when we check our tire, changing 4 tires with a decent brand, let's say a Thailand brand, it costs about $240. To compare to the cost of repairing a car after the accident. Now, when an accident, it depends on how bad is the damage that can happen in an accident. For example, if your damage is involved with your tire rim, your body parts, and as well as the labor charge that the mechanic you have to pay just to fix your car, the price would go over $500 definitely, and that's 2 or 3 times more expensive than changing your car tire. Logically speaking, would you want to pay an accident or check your car, change your tire just to save a bit more money and as well as for the safety of the people? And the third problem that I think that can be most relatable to us as a driver is the life of the passengers in the car. When we don't check our tire, we don't change both tire, we took that risk. Imagine if that person is your father or your mother sitting in that car. Would you be responsible for their death? Would you be accountable for that? definitely this risk is not worth it when we neglect to not check our tire. Definitely taking care of our tire is important because number one, when we check our tire, it is not that hard. It doesn't take a lot of time. Some of us might think that it can take about half an hour, but it's just taking 5 minutes to check the tire pressure and as well as the tire tread. You can just go to the petrol station you can go to a petrol station to check your car tire pressure. Not even more than 5 minutes, and you can see that whether you need to pump in more air or to lose out some air. And even to check your tire tread, there's a bump indicator on the tire. It's very easy. The bump indicator on the tire is located between the tire treads, which you can find easily, not more than 5 minutes. With all the things that you check for the tire, you are going to be a more responsible driver. And that is a good thing because what I would like to end this page with, when you check your tire, you are leading your life a more convenient life. You're not spending a lot of money compared to repairing a car. And finally, you're not taking risks of other people's life. You are taking care of other people's life. Remember, as a driver, remain vigilant. Check is a quality that behooves in a driver. I would like you all to just check just 5 minutes per week to check your tire. It's not that hard. If you're not sure, you can ask me after the meeting. With that, everyone, don't neglect your tire and be vigilant. Thank you.